Not too many games remain to be played here in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Los Angeles Chargers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. Tried to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
He's not going to get me.
From the gun, it's Carr. Space to maneuver at the 40. He gets it to Brown, complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Lamar Miller. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the 27, Carr. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he slides to avoid the hit. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Carr going to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Joey Bosa, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. It's caught by Crowell. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Carr going to go on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They go jet sweep here with Williams. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Luke Wilson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's bring it. Hey, Orbit.
Rivers now. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henry. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. On is the Chargers punter now. Back deep, Antonio Brown. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. This is the former Jet and Brown, Isaiah Crowell. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
Raiders 7, Chargers nothing.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Carr now to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, D.
Now Carr. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Carr completes it. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Me and you all day. I'm coming. Raider 2. I'm coming after you. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Joey Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. It's complete to Brown, right side.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the right hash, this from 53. The kick by Carlson is good. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, Delta!
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Caught left side, Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. There we go.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. On second and very short, Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Well, going over some notes in the pregame and looking at Phillip Rivers' record against Oakland, 18-8 all-time against them. And those 18 wins, more than he's had against any other team. And unless these two squads, unlikely, but unless they would meet up in the playoffs, this is the last time that Phillip Rivers will face the Oakland Raiders. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, echo.
To throw again, Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. First 9 seasons in the league for Brown were, of course, in Pittsburgh. Last year, though, growing concerns of his dissatisfaction in his role with the Steelers and the quibbles with Ben Roethlisberger. So he ends up being traded to the Raiders in March. 7-time Pro Bowler, 6 straight years of at least 1,200 yards and 8 touchdowns. Not a bad stretch. What a talent for Derek Carr to have on his side. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a play fake. Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Carr. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Carr now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Now Carr. This is caught. It's Ryan Grant. 25 yards that time.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's another Raiders first down.
Watch the safety creep.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
29. Bravo.
Carr now on 1st down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
For Antonio Brown, incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And some space here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Chargers.
Shoot at 180. Watch 15. Watch one.
Now Gordon on first down. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Throwing, Rivers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
Miller with first down and more. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
A shotgun handoff now to Crowell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Here's Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or 2 short. They'll go with a big bang, Crowell. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Carr to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Ryan Grant, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr, that is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Isaiah Crowell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now in the East Bay. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Phillip Rivers, no stranger to 4th-quarter comebacks. He's led the Chargers back to victory 26 times coming into this year. But work to do here if he wants to add another notch to the belt.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He hits White, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. First down, Rivers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Hey, high 7. White, 89.
To throw again on second down. Rivers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back?
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing.
And the Raiders have got him. Cleveland Farrell able to record his 5th sack of the season.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Another try after the first down sack. Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 3rd and long for Rivers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Williams. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind, with him running the team, that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
The Chargers go here. It's Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Rivers now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Adam Gotsis, the Aussie, with a sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
White! Hey, Delta! Hey,
From the gun, Rivers. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They go jet sweep here with Williams. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Carr to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. And here we go.
White!
Mike White.
Hey, foxtrot.
Now Rivers. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch the curve.
Cluster.
Check 31.
Some smooth.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2. They're going to give it to Gordon. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Now, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Crowell. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Nasir Adderley on the tackle. It's a gain of 7.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. So this one, a victory for the